Hello, it's Lion here with Hobbies and Man. Once again, today we're going to be doing a first impressions review for this new Manga Plus series called Shibatarian, written by Katsuya Iwamuro. So it's kind of a horror series of sorts, but it takes a while to get to that point. And initially it starts with a pair of characters talking. It immediately kind of gives you this, this introduction, this kind of hook, right? What if all of these people were like you, Shibata, right? And then it goes back and tells us the origin story of these two characters, how they meet, how they become friends. And then it kind of develops this slightly creepy, a little bit bizarre, kind of weird vibe. And then it catches up to the beginning of the story again. And once it does that, it transforms into something else, which then kind of ends on this very weird cliffhanger. And overall, I really don't think this is something for me. I don't really have an interest in stories of this sort. I found it to be creepy and weird and unique, pretty bizarre as well. But the reason why I'm not interested isn't because of those feelings. I think those feelings are interesting and well thought out, and the fact that it made me feel like this while reading was really, really good, right? But the kind of impetus for these characters, the kind of way that they meet, was interesting, but then what it leads them to do, which is this kind of like home movie type thing, doesn't really interest me. I'm not someone that really likes the idea of reading stuff about art, which is kind of weird, right? You would think that I would like them. But I think the more I've read, right, I've read a little bit of Bakuman, I've read a little bit of Blue Period, I've read a little bit of Double and stuff like that, and I don't think that I find myself all that interested in stories about people doing art, and this is kind of more or less something like that, right? It's about these kids that are somewhat cinephiles, I guess, and that doesn't really draw my interest. Even if the kind of creepy, kind of like serial killer vibes that Shibata has at the end do develop some interest in me, right? So I don't know. The art style is pretty interesting though. Shibata kind of looks like Tintin if he had black hair, and the other kid, the way that he's drawn, kind of reminds me a little bit of like, I don't know why, I feel this like vibe of like claymation, right? Like those old like claymation things like Nightmare Before Christmas or Coraline or stuff like that. Even though, you know, the style really isn't like that, it kind of gives me that same vibe that those give me, which is this kind of like uncomfort, if that makes sense, this discomfort while looking at these characters, right? And it's interesting, but it's just not really for me. So that's really all there is to say about that. Overall, if you're interested in something that's not really your usual shonen fare, you might want to read this. But otherwise, I don't really think that that it's that popular, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is one of those series that have been going on for a long time, and we're only just now getting in English. I'm not really sure, but it was interesting, even if it doesn't really fit my personal reading preferences. So there you go. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.